What if I told you that in just a few short months of taking office, Donald Trump managed to not only insult entire nations, but also implement one of the most inhumane policies in modern U.S. history, separating children from their parents at the border? And yet, here we are, just 37 days away from another election, and it seems like many have forgotten. Well, let's make sure everyone remembers. Welcome back to Trump Things You Forgot, where we count down the 40 most chaotic and consequential moments of the Trump presidency. Today, we're tackling two moments that shook the world, and not in a good way. First, Trump's now infamous shithole countries comment, and second, the family separation policy at the U.S.-Mexico border. Both are defining moments that revealed how far Trump was willing to go to dehumanize others, and both still have repercussions today. Let's start with January 12, 2018, a day that left many of us speechless. In an Oval Office meeting with lawmakers, Trump referred to Haiti, El Salvador, and African nations as shithole countries. He reportedly questioned why the U.S. should accept immigrants from these places instead of countries like Norway. This comment wasn't just an offhand insult. It was a window into Trump's worldview, where he divided people based on their nationality and economic status. The international backlash was swift and severe, with leaders and communities worldwide condemning the comment as racist and xenophobic. Trump, of course, denied the wording, but the damage was done. What's important to understand is that this comment wasn't just words. It laid the groundwork for a series of immigration policies rooted in exclusion and dehumanization, culminating in what we'll talk about next: the family separation policy. The family separation policy was one of the most controversial and heartbreaking actions taken during Trump's presidency. Officially implemented in April 2018 under the guise of zero tolerance for illegal border crossings, this policy forcibly separated thousands of children from their parents. Infants, toddlers, and young children were taken from their families and placed in detention centers, many in cages, while their parents were criminally prosecuted. The emotional and psychological trauma these children endured is unimaginable. Reports surfaced of children crying out for their parents, unable to comprehend why they were being taken away. Many parents were deported without their children, leading to a humanitarian crisis that still hasn't been fully resolved. The American public was horrified when images of crying children in cages and audio recordings of their pleas for their parents made the rounds. Protests erupted across the country, and after immense public pressure, Trump signed an executive order in June 2018 to end the practice of family separation. But by then, the damage had already been done. Both of these moments, Trump's shithole countries comment and the family separation policy, reveal how dehumanizing rhetoric and policy go hand in hand. The comment was an insult to entire nations, but the policy was an insult to basic human decency. And while we've seen some accountability for these actions, the trauma they caused still lingers. Even now, many children remain separated from their parents, with no clear path for reunification. The effects of these actions go beyond the Trump presidency. They're still shaping the way the U.S. handles immigration, and they've left a lasting stain on America's reputation. As we move through this countdown, it's more important than ever that you get involved. First, check your voter registration and make a plan to vote early. Second, remember that protecting women's healthcare means voting blue all the way through the ballot. And third, like, share, and comment on these posts. Together, we can reach first-time voters, undecided voters, and everyone who needs to hear this message. Tomorrow, we'll dive into Trump's attacks on the squad, where his go-back rhetoric revealed more about his divisive approach to governing. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and share, and let's keep counting down to Election Day.